What's good, y'all? This your boy Coach Ryan back with another video, and today's gonna be my official WWE Greatest Royal Rumble, aka Greatest Roman Rumble, preview and predictions. Man, you guys can tell by the thumbnail, man. You guys know what this show's all about, man. It's all about Roman Reigns, man. All about Roman Reigns, but everybody's doing greatest women people predictions. Since it's tomorrow, that gives me more content. That's giving me something to do Friday. Other than to record train talks tonight, I can do greatest Royal Rumble review results as soon as I get home tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, why is this event happening? And whoa, this makes no sense. Of course it doesn't. It's typical WWE. It's all an event to do WWE's promotion in Saudi Arabia. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. But I wanted to give you guys some preview predictions. To give you guys something today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Boy John 25. Good job on his videos. I'm loving your gameplay reviews, man. They're absolutely awesome. I'm telling you, man. Keep up the good work. I can't wait till you get your internet back, man. Because I cannot wait to play GTA 5 with you, man. Cannot wait, man. I should be getting my PSN soon, so I can play online again and play what is it, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for y'all. I got the game sitting on my shelf. Just gotta get the internet back. I mean, get the what is it? PSN. That's what I need. So I'm gonna get the PSN. Hopefully you do your own greatest Warrior Rumble people predictions. This show is. I'm just gonna go into this show. I'm not gonna take it serious. I'm just gonna go into it. You know. What's up, NSJ? I'm just gonna go into the greatest Warrior Rumble and just watch it, critique it, take my notes, give you guys my thoughts on it, and go on about my business. That's all it's gonna be. I'm not gonna take too much of you guys' time today because I don't have the time to give you guys. I'm gonna go over the 7 championship matches real quick and get my thoughts on them, and then that will be it for y'all. But thank y'all so much for joining me. Appreciate your support. Hit that like button. You guys haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel, man. And it's always well pleasing you guys subscribe. You guys are new, and join the phenomenal crew. I just finished recording Universe Mode. It's currently uploading right now. Should be up later on tonight. I'm hoping to get it up before you guys go to bed. But I got 3 hours to do it. So it's gonna be 2 parts per Shane McMahon orders. He wanted the main event to be 2 parts. You guys will see what the main event will be whenever the video is uploaded. Big main event, by the way. Both of those parts are currently uploading right now. So make sure you guys check that out whenever you can. But thank you so much. And okay, can ask Jay. So let me pull up the match card real quick because it's like seven championship matches on this show. So let me pull up the match card so I can get that up to you guys. Um, and then we'll get started. So the Greatest Royal Rumble takes place in the King Abdul Jabbar Stadium in Saudi Arabia. In an effort to keep things simple and cut down on the expenses, WWE cut back on pay-per-view schedule 7 months ago, only to completely negate the addition of the Greatest Royal Rumble event coming to Saudi Arabia on Friday, April 27th. It was somewhat out of the blue, but even more shocking has been the path to build the card when it has become, as matches have been altered left and right multiple times, and most of it has either no build at all, or as half half facade one. It's like a half facade or a half build, you can say, to say the least. With everything from wrestlers being pulled from the lineup, replaced with others, shocking returns being spoiled, promotional material, and even contract disputes lingering, there has been a rather unpredictable set of circumstances for this event. However, guesswork is still one of the cornerstones of WWE programming. If you're a part of WWE Universe, you're going to have to make it a point to try to anticipate what's coming our way, man. I mean, if you play Russell Rumble, man, and if they have something for this, you're going to have a tough time winning you some money, man. I'm telling you now, this is tough to predict. I mean, some of these matches are logical to predict, but that Royal Rumble match, anybody can win that match. Anybody. That's the beauty of this. As every man title on the line and multiple other gimmicks are stacking this event repercussions of superstar shakeup, anything can happen. And these are some potential outcomes we could see have in store for, which I'll go over in a second. First of all, current match card rundown. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, guys. Now, going over the match card for the greatest Royal Rumble. Let's start things off. This is a big card, so I want to start from the bottom. How I think everything will play out. So we're gonna start from the bottom. Cruiserweight Championship match: Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. Now, like Cedric Alexander has just won the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania. It is his Cruiserweight brand right now. It makes no sense to give it to Kalisto, and I think Alexander will retain the Cruiserweight Championship. In my eyes, Alexander is a great talent. You know, he put on a classic at WrestleMania, man. I was astounded of how many people actually showed up for the Cruiserweight Championship match, you know, because it was the first matchup on the pre-show. And, you know, and I was surprised that people in the stadium showed up for that match, and they did not disappoint in my eyes. It seemed like they were held back a little bit, you know, because of the other things that were happening in the pre-show. But they did not disappoint, man, and they put on an awesome opener to the pre-show as Alexander retained his won the Cruiserweight title. It makes no sense to take it off for him. You know, the Cruiserweight, you just rebuild the Cruiserweight you just rebuild the Cruiserweight division here. So, you know, keep it on Cedric Alexander. It's his division right now, and you know, Alexander will retain in my eyes. The Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match. I'm just happy a casket match is back in WWE. We haven't seen a casket match in a while. You know, oh, you like, oh, we co-train. This makes no sense. Half of these matches on their show makes no sense. Half of these matches on their show. I mean, look at, you know, the SmackDown. Look at the Raw Tag Team Championship. That match is predictable as you don't know what. I mean, Cena and Triple H makes no sense. Why is that happening? You know, I told you guys, I'm not going into the greatest Royal Rumble as a fan. I'm not going to the greatest Rumble trying to critique everything. That does just make sense via storylines. That make any sense? No, that's for regular WWE pay-per-view programming. I'm going to the greatest Royal Rumble as a fan. I'm going to watch it, critique it, take my notes, and give you guys my thoughts on it. What happened will be seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do all that. But in my opinion, I got The Undertaker putting Rusev in the casket and winning this match. His matchup should be, I'm going to a hefty 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes. This match will not go on long. I'm telling you guys that now. Taker will probably wipe the floor with Rusev like he did John Cena at WrestleMania. Quickie. Taker wins and buries Rusev in the casket. There you go. United States Championship. Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. I mean, Jeff Hardy is on SmackDown Live. The United States Championship is on SmackDown Live. I don't see the U.S. title going back to Raw because then that give up the IC Championship match. It makes that one predictable because that means we're guaranteed a SmackDown Live superstar will win that match. Either The Miz or Samoa Joe will win the Intercontinental Championship. But I see Jeff Hardy retaining the United States Championship. It makes sense. I mean, Jeff Hardy's on SmackDown Live. Jinder Mahal's on Monday Night Raw. I don't think the Intercontinental Championship is going back to SmackDown Live. I mean, going back to Monday Night Raw. It needs to stay on SmackDown Live, guys. You know, but Jeff Hardy will retain the United States Championship. Hi, hello, J-Boy60. Thank you so much for joining me. for this video. Appreciate the support. So, in my opinion, Jeff Hardy will retain his United States Championship. Intercontinental Championship matchup. Seth Rollins just won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 34. He has a rematch against The Miz at Backlash, I believe it is. At Backlash in a one-on-one match. Miz is currently in this matchup right now. So, it makes this matchup kind of predictable because I don't see Finn Balor winning the Intercontinental Championship right now. I think Finn Balor and Seth Rollins will have their own mini feud on Monday Night Raw as we head into the summer for the Intercontinental Championship. So I don't see Balor winning this match. Samoa Joe makes no sense because he is a SmackDown guy. Miz is now a SmackDown guy. Hey, I don't see the championship heading back to SmackDown Live. They're printing Monday Night Rollins t-shirts. So Rollins is staying on Raw, and he's keeping the IC title on Raw. He will retain and win this ladder match. I expect this to be the best match of the night. Besides AJ Styles and Nakamura, if AJ Styles and Nakamura let the handcuffs go off, I expect this either the ladder match or AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura to be the best matchup on the card, in my opinion. But Rollins will retain his Intercontinental Championship. SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Bludgeon Brothers completely wiped the floor with Usos and New Day at WrestleMania 34. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the floor at WrestleMania 34. Ooh, Rob Rhythms right there. But I see this one being more competitive than their matchup at WrestleMania, and I see the Bludgeon Brothers retaining here in a 10 to 15 minute bout. You know, people have been complaining about Naomi being inserted already, and then the Usos making them look human. You know, I kind of have a problem with that because I like the Usos with that no fine attitude about themselves. Didn't give a crap. Put people in the Uso penitentiary and whooped them. And came out victorious. That hard legit Usos. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters. Like what we call it. You know what I'm saying? But and people are saying that Naomi is humanizing the Usos. I really hope it stops because I don't want the Usos to be ruined. Because I love the Usos right now. They're one of the hottest acts in WWE right now. One of the best tag teams in WWE and potentially in the world right now. And if Naomi humanizes them, I really would like that. So I hope that WWE lets Naomi slide it off in the storyline and get somebody else involved. Maybe this could help a woman on SmackDown Live. They get involved and keep Naomi busy. We can only hope. But Bludgeon Brothers will retain in a more competitive match. I see this match going 15 minutes. Hopefully it's more competitive than the match we've seen at WrestleMania 34. Then we get into the predictable side of this card here with The Bar versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. This is the most predictable matchup on the card right now with The Bar and Matt Hardy versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. The Bar are SmackDown Live guys. They are no longer Monday fighting for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Put two and two together. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy will become your new Smack Raw Tag Team Championships. I don't see WWE giving the Raw Tag Team titles to The Bar, who are SmackDown Live guys. Now, the only way that can happen is if WWE trades The Bar back to Raw. But that makes no sense. The Bar put over a Raw team before they were moved to SmackDown Live the next night. So I don't see that happening. And I got The Bar losing this match. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will become your new Raw Tag Team Champions. The only thing I don't like is the transition between Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy's songs. I think the laugh should play out first. Right, Matt Hardy should do his laugh. Then we should move on into Bray Wyatt's theme. That's how I would do it. Hopefully WWE is working on some new. Hopefully WWE working on some new theme song for these guys, man, because they really need it badly, man. They need it very, very badly. John Cena versus Triple H, man. Cena and Triple H going at it. I mean, it makes no sense why this match is happening. It really doesn't. Cena was not at Survivor Series last year. I really can't explain why the match happened. I really can't. All I'm gonna say is that WWE doing it for fanfare. It's a business. It's a business move. That's the only reason why they're doing this match. It's a business move. They're trying. They're trying to get as many people in at the greatest Royal Rumble as possible. To please the Saudi Arabian crowd. They're giving them a dream match that they've never seen live before. John Cena and Triple H. Who's gonna win? Cena will win. He will redeem himself from WrestleMania 34 and defeat Triple H 1, 2, 3. There you go. No storyline built behind it, but again, it's a business move. It's a business move. I'm gonna go into it as a fan, man. I'm gonna sit back, relax, watch these 7 championship matches and this 50-man Royal Rumble match as a fan. There you go. Cena will win with DAA. WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This could steal the show if WWE allows it to steal the show. It could if WWE allows it. Will it? I think I will. Only time will tell. I can't answer that for you guys because I don't trust this company with anything right now. They messed up Oscar's streak. They messed up. Braun Strowman and Mystery Tag Team Partner storyline. They messed up the main event of WrestleMania. I don't trust this company right now with anything. They have to prove to me this year that I can trust WWE with stuff. But who will win? In my opinion, it could go either way. AJ Styles could win this matchup and retain his WWE Championship, or Shinsuke Nakamura can win it. From what I'm seeing, based off of what I've seen on SmackDown Live with Nakamura getting the upper hand of AJ Styles again, it looks like Shinsuke Nakamura will lose again AJ Styles. But he could get the job done with that, with his low blows he's been giving Styles for the past couple of weeks. That could be a way to go into the Kinshasa and have Nakamura win the WWE Championship. It could go either way. But from based on what I see tonight, I'm going with AJ Styles. But don't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Shinsuke Nakamura wins the WWE Championship. Quite frankly, I don't care who wins. I just want a better match from WrestleMania. That's all I want. That's all I want. Then Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage match. To be honest, I don't care about this match. I don't care about Brock Lesnar right now. Brock Lesnar is just a waste of time to me. He should not be Universal Champion. I don't care about Roman Reigns right now because Roman Reigns is the babyface and he's been shoved out. He'd be shoved down at those three. This is now you're number 5 now. You're number 5 and WWE still hasn't learned yet. I think this will finally be Roman Reigns' coronation. He will win the Universal Championship and escape the cage from the Beast and beat Brock Lesnar and win the Universal title. That steel cage actually has that Roman Reigns escaped the Beast, so that means you can still keep Brock Lesnar from being pinned. Lesnar still will not be pinned, but the big dog escaped the Beast with the Universal Championship. I think these guys are not done. Though do not be surprised if we see Lesnar and Reigns at SummerSlam with Bobby Lashley. Do not be surprised because I will get into Bobby Lashley in just a second with this 50-man greatest Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? But I got Roman winning. To be honest, I don't care who wins the Universal Championship. I don't care about both guys. I really don't. I don't care. If you let me know who you guys want to win, man. But I got Roman Reigns winning this match, and it makes the most sense. Reigns makes the most sense. I got Roman winning. Let me know who y'all got to win. And finally, the greatest Royal Rumble, 50-man Royal Rumble match. This is the toughest match to predict on this card. Hands down, anybody can win this match. I'm gonna take a page out of Big Boy John's 25. Anything can happen at the greatest Royal Rumble, and anything can happen in this Royal Rumble match. But who's my pick? My pick is Bobby Lashley. Why? Because WWE, they still want their Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar match. We could get a triple threat match at SummerSlam. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Do not be surprised if Vince McMahon's 3 biggest big men he put his time in over the past couple years. These big superstars that he's pushed to the limit over the past couple years. He puts them in a triple threat match for the Universal Championship. Don't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I'm telling you guys now. If Bobby Lashley wins this WWE 50-man Royal Rumble, he's guaranteed to go to SummerSlam and fight for the Universal Championship. I'm calling it now. Guaranteed. In my eyes. But, I'm going with Bobby Lashley. A SmackDown guy that can win this. Um, I mean, I really don't know who on SmackDown Live can win this. Maybe a Jolly Cianamis. I would be shocked if he wins it. Maybe one of the new people from the Superstar Shake-Up. Maybe, I don't know. Um, Most logically, it could be the only people I can see now is a Raw guy. Not, I mean, because I mean, Cena could win it. You never know. Cena could win it if he's even in the match. I mean, all legend that's coming back. A Rey Mysterio could win it. You never know, man. You never know. But as for a SmackDown Live guy, I have no idea. I have no idea of if it's what SmackDown guy can win it. But what I'm looking at right now, um, I can see a Rey Mysterio winning this. Bobby Lashley's my number one pick right now. Don't be surprised if Samoa Joe wins it. I mean, Goldust could win it. Shelton Benjamin could win it. I mean, anybody can win this match. Anybody. Daniel Bryan. And that's another one. You want a SmackDown guy? Here's my two picks. Bobby Lashley and Daniel Bryan. Because both of those guys will be at SummerSlam. And my prediction is they'll be fighting for the WWE and Universal Championships. Those two could win that matchup. Those two could win the Greatest Royal Rumble in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That's my two picks right there. There's a lot of legends coming to the show. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised what happens. So, now I'm going to give you guys what the internet thinks going to happen at Greatest Royal Rumble. This is coming from BleacherReport.com. So I give you guys my predictions. Let's see what Bleacher Report's has to say about the Greatest Royal Rumble. Depending on your viewpoint, this could be either a truly bold, and they're saying Undertaker will squash Rusev. Depending on your viewpoint, this could be either a truly bold prediction or that the borders are along Hursley, or it could be the most obvious conclusion. After spending a week with the storyline that he didn't wish to answer John Cena's call for a match at WrestleMania, the Undertaker President Lawrence was extremely minimal, amounting to a quick squash that simply wasn't satisfying. For all the build that amounted to virtually nothing seemed strange. But even weirder was the subsequent announcement that the Phenom will be wrestling Rusev in a casket match at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Why was there such a pull for against the epic country with Cena at the biggest show of the year, but no decision to show up in Saudi Arabia to fight someone with zero connected to the dead man? On top of this confusion, it was easy to question why WWE would book someone the fans love like Rusev against another fan favorite, since WWE has the habit to trying to ignore the Rusev Day chance and seeing him as a heel. It seems it's just a stubbornness and a refusal to turn the Bulgarian Brute babyface. Just as he lost at WrestleMania after finding his win to United States title match, this will probably not end well for Rusev either. He's already been kicked out of the match and temporarily replaced with Chris Jericho. But after working his way back in, it may amount to nothing but sorrow. There's a good chance the Undertaker doesn't just defeat Rusev, but wrestles an extremely quick match like at WrestleMania and completely and utterly squashes him as a statement to WWE Universe to stop cheering for him. Burial jokes will commence, and someone behind the scenes will laugh hysterically at the fans who were upset, because there will be conflict as the audience will intentionally want to cheer the legendary Undertaker, but not want to downgrade Rusev in the process. There may be a means to totally embarrass Rusev more than nothing else. So Bleacher Report is predicting that the Undertaker will squash Rusev. I don't think it'll be a squash match, but it will be quick though, 5-10 minutes. Rusev will get some offense in. Dead man will put him in a casket to end that match. Another prediction is Roman Reigns will win the Universal Championship. At the signing of the contract with the new contract with WWE, all signs will point to Brock Lesnar retaining the Universal Championship, so they can work with a similar deal to what he's been working for the past year or so. Whether he had the same amount of appearances on the average as before, for the same amount of money, or other variables is completely unknown to anybody but Lesnar and the officials in WWE who are responsible for these kinds of things. That cloud scenery puts doubt on absolutely anything from being concrete. It could suggest that Lesnar will retain the title and continue to defend it further down the line at Backlash from any event in the near future. Of course, there's certainly a chance that the Beast in the Corner is still holding the belt to come SummerSlam, but it's suspicious that a steel cage was booked with Roman Reigns being the challenger again. You know what I'm saying? Why is this match happening? We have no idea. This may be a game that the Big Dog win the championship in a atmosphere that will be more willing to play the game and cheer him rather than boo him like what has become the norm. It was a guarantee that a win for Reigns at WrestleMania wouldn't have resulted in the majority of the crowd appalling with tears of joy in their eyes. Yet in a completely different market such as Saudi Arabia, he may be popular enough to pull that off. If that is the case, WWE may have purposely set this up so Reigns can win in a way that Lesnar doesn't look too weak and the title change will be met with a positive reception. That's what people were thinking when this matchup was announced for the Greatest Royal Rumble. That can be replayed and shoved down everyone's throats as proof that he's the guy and that the crowds that don't play along are the real problem. Based off the track record, Reigns has never had success over Lesnar, meaning a smart bet is for the belt to stay where it is, but WWE playing a twofold approach with the WrestleMania swerve being negated with a title change happening here. The creative team get to have their cake and eat it too. That's what Beach Report thinks gonna happen with that. The crowd is split for John Cena and Triple H. I think this will happen because I don't think Saudi Arabia will boo John Cena or they will boo Triple H. I think it will be split. Any event members of the audience for this show play their part the way WWE intends them to by shooting babyface and booing heels to allow for Roman's victory to be met with a duration. It could be hard to get a mixed reaction. However, if any match is likely to create the buzz, is likely the fight between Triple H and John Cena. At this point, the documentary of Let's Go Cena sucks verbal experience just became a kind of piece of his performance and something that he won't be able to escape, possibly anywhere around the world. Likewise, the game is playing a heel and an evil authority figure character, but he's still a legend and has plenty of years as a fan favorite to his credibility. Despite there being absolutely no storyline involved, nothing on the line, no stakes or bitter rivalry or anything of sort of, this could be one match where the crowd is met with the most energetic and vocal by just having blasting cheering for two of the company's figureheads. Things may play out simply as Cena being cheered, Triple H being booed, and Good winning out in the end, yet the amount of electricity in the air could sway into a different changed atmosphere. There you go. SmackDown stars win the Raw Tag Team Championships. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the titles stay where they're at. For all this purposes, this could seem like a highly unlikely outcome that you should not bet your money on. But it could be addressed just in case. Before WrestleMania, the advertised match for the Raw Tag Team Championship was the Bar defending tag titles against Hardy Boys, even though Jeff Hardy had not yet been cleared to return in ring competition. By the time WrestleMania was finished, Bray Wyatt turned face and held Matt Hardy winning Usher the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and Cesaro and Sheamus tried to adopt the title to Braun Strowman and a 10-year-old child. Just like that, the advertised match was an improbability, made a near total impossibility when Strowman and Nicholas vacated the titles the very next night to promote a miniature tournament to declare the new champions. Then things went down to a haywire when the Bar was traded over to SmackDown Live was seen like a foregone conclusion where there's no way they could possibly win the Raw Tag Team Championship building the opposite brand. However, Backlash is a co-branded event that follows the very next weekend, which is a detail that should not be overlooked. People have been saying that should not be overlooked. Every pay-per-view is co-branded now. Keep that in mind, folks. I would not be surprised if WWE gives the Bar the Tag Team Championships. WWE gave that surprises, shocks, and swear on their mind as of late, and it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to imagine the creative team waiting to pull a fast one on the audience and who thinks they have spoiled the ending to this already. The Bar going inside the good one only dropped them 9 days later to Hardy and Wyatt, putting the belts back on Monday Night Raw where they belong. It's a long winning road to get to that point that could be accomplished just a simple Hardy and Wyatt victory here, but it isn't even the strangest possible way to go out about handling the tag titles on this card. And the mid-card titles swap brands. The mid-card titles could swap brands. Like in a scenario, there could be two members of the ladder match who are on the SmackDown brand and Mrs. and Samoa Joe, with further complications throughout the previously scheduled matches for Backlash. Although nothing is stopping WWE from acting like they were never announced, the United States Championship went back to Mahal. It will be revert back to a match between Mountain and 100 Randy winning Backlash. Nobody wants to see that. While forcing the Intercontinental Championship to have one of two possible outcomes. Either Miz be victorious here and retain the title at Backlash against Seth Rollins, or Rollins will keep it here and drop it to the Miz at Backlash. and the belt would absolutely have to go over to Tuesday nights. Samoa Joe would not be able to win it with any logic, as he is scheduled to face Roman Reigns in the Universal Championship on the line in that match too. We could assume both Hardy and Rollins retain their tag titles, as is the simple move. If Mahal, Joe, or Miz are victorious, the other championship will be in extreme parallel to follow suit. Nakamura fails to capture the WWE Championship. This is what I think is too. As we anyway, remember the kill factor that is stretching Nakamura that most fans imagine who we deal with the throwing just thoughts and he win the championship at WrestleMania. But that didn't come to pass. Instead, he came up short and took his frustration on his friend with a blow-blowing heel turn in the process. Right how he was unsuccessful, he granted another title match opportunity at the greatest Royal Rumble. However, WWE have had him fall, not to drag the individual title win until a further date, but because he had not been planning to win the next champion to all begin with, and this instant repeated what happened in WrestleMania is unlikely. Yet the same outcome might happen with the phenomenal one pulling out the victory or the skin his teeth and Nakamura being frustrated. We'll see what happens, man. Multiple records are broken in the greatest Royal Rumble match. We can see the first most eliminations, and we can see a lot of eliminations here. Yokozuma's eliminations is counted. No belt on the line and type of, but history makes to be made with the books looking at the greatest Royal Rumble at the same time, and multiple records were broken. So with the extra people involved, we can see Roman Reigns' record of 12 partially if Braun Strowman made it look extremely dominant. That can be broken. We can see most eliminations. We can see people exceed the 30 minutes longer in previous editions. So Rey Mysterio longest time match since there'll be at least for 30 minutes longer than previous editions. That could be broken. We can see 20 more men in this match. WWE male elimination multiple records are broken and surpassed in this match. So a lot of things happen in the Greatest Royal Rumble, man. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me know you guys thoughts on the Greatest Royal Rumble. I'm Coach Shane. I'm gonna talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.